Hello my beautiful people, thank you so much for joining me once more. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also like and share. So in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make that beautiful join together collar. So before you make that beautiful join together collar, just go ahead and you can do this on your fabric directly, but I'm doing it on a paper so that you understand better. So this is the paper I'll be using for the pattern paper I'll be using for this tutorial. And then remember, our focus is on the neck, so I went ahead to take 4 inches allowance from the top of it. So I took 4 inches allowance. I just marked 4 inches, so I'll be creating my neck from these 4 inches. That's after these 4 inches. The excess I gave there was for a reason. So after taking that 4 inches, I went ahead to give a very good line, straight line, and I'll be taking my neck width and my neck depth from that. But the excess of these 4 inches you will find out very soon, so stay tuned and continue to watch this video if you want to see the outcome of it. So for the neck, usually when I take my neck width for my normal turtleneck, I usually take 2.5 inches for the width and I take 3 inches for the depth if I am fixing it separately. So I just went ahead to fix my shoulder and then the slant and then the armhole, just for purpose sake, just for tutorial sake, but I'll be focusing on the neck design. And I just wanted to understand, if you go ahead to take 2.5 inches for the width and I take 3 inches for the depth, usually it's very, very accurate, because once I cut off the neck, the turtleneck or the mandarin collar, it's going to fit in properly. But in this case, it's a joint together, so you don't need it to be so tight, and you don't need it to be choking. Yes, because this is together. So I still went ahead to take 2.5 inches for the width and then 3.5 for the depth. Now this dress is going to have a zipper in front, and I'm not taking an allowance for it, but I added some inches to my shoulder, so you can go ahead and take an allowance for it. It's fine. I'm extending the neck depth, the neck width rather, which is going to be connecting to the neck depth, by 3 inches. I'm extending it by 3 inches. Please extend yours by 3 inches, because this 3 inches is going to be connected to the back neck. Yes, and I took 3 inches because remember our width is 2.5. I will still cut 2.5 for the back depth, and I'm going to join it with 1/2 inch. So this is what I'm doing right now. After taking the 3 inches, I went ahead to take 2.5 inches. 2 inches for the width, please, because I want this collar to be 1 inch in total after everything. So since I'm going to be using 1/2 inch to join it in front and 1/2 inch to attach it to the back, I'll be left with 1 inch. So this is what I'll be using to cut on my fabric. So just go ahead and cut it just I am cutting it right now, and then to the shoulder and then the armhole. You can also continue from there. So this is what it looks like. I just added my collar extension from the neck. Now if you don't want it to be small, you can extend your width and you can also extend your depth before doing that connection. So this is a dress I've made. I went ahead to cut it. I just decided to show it to you on paper so that you understand. This is the front of the fabric. I hope you can see it very well. This is the front of the fabric, and that's the neck. I've gone ahead to cut everything, and this is the neck extension I made. So I'll be fixing this with the back after cutting it. Now the back is going to be a very normal back neck, but with 2.5 inches allowance. So I went ahead to cut the back, and I'll be connecting it to the front. So if you want to really know how to sew this and know how I fix my zipper, remember I didn't open my zipper, my front for the zipper, I'm sorry. If you want to know how I fix my zipper, please watch to the end of this video. Thank you. Okay, so this is the front. You can see the opening I made for the zipper. I measured the length of the zipper. It's about 7 inches plus, but I made about 7 inches opening, and then the length of the zipper was about 8 or 8 plus, but I made sure that the zipper was longer than the opening. So if you have a best way to fix your zipper, you can go ahead and fix it, but for me, I'm going to be showing you how I fix my own zipper. I didn't add any excess allowance to the front. I'm just taking 1/2 inch on both sides, because this is going to cover up for the zip I'm going to be fixing for this tutorial. Now this dress is going to be a free dress, so it's not going to affect anything at all. All I need to do is focus on my front before turning it to my back. So I've gone ahead to fix stay, just little stay on that place. I'm going to be sewing the zipper. Okay, so I'll be changing my presser foot to my zipper presser foot. So if you have one, you can go ahead and change yours, or if you're comfortable, but you should have one. It's easier so that you can fix your zipper properly. I'm changing my presser foot to my zipper presser foot before fixing my zipper. So I'll be fixing the right side of my zipper to the right side of my fabric, which means the wrong side of my zipper should be facing me, and then I'll fix it on the right side of my fabric. You can do this with your fabric behind, depending on what you want to do or where you're comfortable with. Just make sure that it matches. Okay, so I went ahead to pin my zipper to my dress to make sure that it's stable before sewing on it. So do whichever way is going to be easy for you. So this is what it looks like, and if you can get a zipper that opens at the end, it will be easier for you, because I was finding it a little bit difficult because I couldn't open this zip completely, but I had to find a way around it, and it was okay for me. So do that one that is okay for you. Do which is okay for you. So anyone that's going to be easier for you, I think, is the best. So I went ahead to change my presser foot back to my normal footer, and you see that part of the neck, that extension, I'm joining it together so that I'll be able to attach it to the neck of the back. So this is it. This is the back neck. I'm going to be attaching it to the back, the neck of the back. I don't even know what's wrong with me today, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, you see the center side I stitch. I'm going to be attaching it to the midpoint of the back neckline. So I'll do it together and I'll show you. So you can see I'm making the connection alongside with the shoulders, shoulder to shoulder, neck to neck. This is it. You see it's not fully covered, so we're going to be making a coverage for it. We call it a placket or an interfacing. So this is what I did. I had to join the back and front neck together so that I can make that extension just like you're cutting your collar together. I placed it on the fabric, placing my front together alongside with the shoulder, with the back to and on another fabric, and this is the neck. This is the thing I drafted out. So this is going to be for both back and front. I'm going to open the center and I'll show you. So I've opened the center of it and I've attached the other side to the neck of it, and this is the side remaining. This side that is open will be connected to the zipper. Now I divided it into two completely, so I'll be able to sew it neatly on the zipper area, then I can stitch it later. But if you're comfortable with just the opening and then leave some parts unopened, you can still go ahead. So this is what I have done. I went ahead to use my overlocking machine to overlock every side for it to be neat, and then I went ahead to also sew that side of the zipper. Now I'll be turning it over to the right side so you can see what it looks like. At that point, I said I'll go ahead and just stitch it again to give it a close, because of course what I cut for this is longer than the zipper, so I'm just gonna stitch that place. If I don't want to, I can still leave it, but I'll just close it up a little bit. So just go ahead and close your zipper. You can see the neatness, you can see the neck there. Now it's looking small, but you know it's not going to be close to that stop. You can just leave a space for it so that you can breathe, or the client can breathe, but just make sure that it's accurate. So this is what it looks like. I just made a pair of trousers alongside with it for the client. Then you can see the neck is high and it's not attached. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.